The other day, someone asked me what made me different than the 99% of traders that fail to ever get a payout, to ever get this far into their trading career. And I said, you just keep failing until the failures start becoming the wins. And I feel like I've had so many reasons to quit trading. There's been times where I forget to exit a trade, let's say, or no, not forget, but I don't exit a trade early, and despite my thoughts telling me to, and it's so close to my take profit, I'm like, no, I'm gonna stick to my rule and let it sweep it. And guess what happened? It ended up going down to my stop loss. And then I would learn my lesson from that. And I was like, okay, next time if we get close to it, I'm gonna exit a little bit early. And I would do that, and I did it, and then it shot to the full take profit. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna wait. And it was like a pattern. And it feels like everything is against you. I remember one time I was trading ES and NASDAQ, and I got stopped out on ES, but NASDAQ failed to sweep the low. But we're so close. We were literally a tick away from my stop loss, and PMI news was coming out literally in 10 seconds. So I exit the trade because I'm like, I don't want slippage to hit my stop loss. And guess what happened? It shoots up to my take profit. And that week I blew my first funded account that I was eligible for a payout on. I was eligible for $1,000 payout, but because I did that week, it just messed with me so much mentally. Everything felt like it was against me, and it felt like I could never get back up from that point. But then I did. And all of September, I lost. I was suffering mentally. I couldn't hold a smile. Okay, that's not true. I was always able to hold a smile, but I suffered a lot mentally. But the one thing is, I never stopped believing in myself. Because in my head, I've dealt with worse. I knew I've dealt with worse. And all I knew is I would figure it out. And in October, I regained my mental clarity, my contentness. And what did I do? I built an account. And I became eligible for my first $1,000 payout beginning of November. And then I got another payout and another payout. And the thing is, after my second payout, I said this on stream, but I had a really unlucky week. Probably one of the worst weeks. Because all my losses were literally accidents. I didn't mean to do this. One of the trades, so I had 3 accounts. One trade, I was one trade away from drawdown, or from blowing the account. Other trade, 2 trades, and the other account was brand new. I had 3 funded accounts. Tell me why I decided it's a good idea to eat 2 crumble cookies right before I'm about to trade. Guess how that went for me? I was hyper and impulsive. And what I did, I entered a perfect trade. Clean setup. We swept out all the lows. I had confirmation to keep on going. But just because of a minute break to the upside, no reason other than a 30-minute break, 30-second break, or 1-minute break, my bad. No reason other than that, I enter the opposite direction, get stopped out, and my first trade ended up winning. That was one. And the cookies made me feel so impulsive. But either way, that doesn't matter. Because I had another account that, I was 500 away from drawdown, but I was 1 winning trade away from a payout. And I had a brand new account, so I didn't really care. I still had 2 accounts. Basically where I was the day before. Tell me why I decided it's a good idea to pass an eval while I'm at school. Because I'm like, oh, might as well get my 3rd account back, you know? I'm going to trade it, and I think I'm trading the eval. And there's nothing wrong with that. I can do that. It's not bad for me to do that. But I have 2 tabs open. 1 tab for the eval, and 1 tab for my express accounts. But I was like, I didn't know that, because usually you're not able to have 2 tabs open. So I was like, what the hell? I think I'm entering on my eval, but I enter on my express, blow one of my accounts, and guess what happened? The trade ended up winning, but I blew one of my accounts, and I exited so I don't blow the other account. So now I lost another 500, and I failed to pass the eval because I missed the trade. And you're probably like, oh, like, why didn't you quit? Like, all these things. But, like, and I had so many reasons to quit. But I ended up with that one account I had left. I was $1,000 away from 2 mistakes. I was $1,000 away from losing the account. I ended up getting a payout from it, another $1,000 payout. But like, that's the thing. When that happened, it didn't affect me negatively like it did in September. I didn't feel lost. I was like, damn, like that sucks. But I never lost hope in myself. And that's because I knew that I would come back stronger. And that's exactly what happened. And I truly believe that my success was predetermined because of the way that I think about myself and what I'm capable of. And that's how it is for you too. If you want something in your life, you need to believe that you're capable of having it. You need to believe that you are the individual worthy of having it. And you do that by making yourself that person, acting as if you have it. So let me give you an example. I'm a profitable day trader, so I carry myself that way. How would I feel? How would I act? And how would I walk? And how would I dress as a profitable day trader? Would I go out with my pajamas? Would I go out I probably would. That's what I do. But like, let me think. Would I walk with my head down, looking all depressed all the time? Would I be scared to make eye contact with the person walking in front of me? No. I'd be the most confident person ever, and I am the most confident person ever. And like, it really comes down to the way you believe and like see yourself. You have to believe that you are that person. So I carried myself like that individual. I forgot why I'm saying this, but I carried myself like I'm that individual, and I believed it. So no matter the losses, I always carried myself good. In my head, I would just tell myself, it's okay. I have billions of dollars to the side. I just lost $1,000. What is 1,000 to me? I'm making millions a day. That was what I would tell I literally would tell I would text my friend saying, I made 3 million today. I made 5 mil, 10 mil today. And he was like, bro, be for real. And I was like, I am being for real. And I would go to school and I'd be all happy. And it manifests itself because I then got my first payout. And the morning that I started doing that, saying that to my friend, I blew an account again. I think that was my 5th account that I blew that month. Okay, not 5th, like 3rd account that month. And those were express accounts, not evals. Because evals, I was passing them first try, all of them. And then I would get into a 4-day losing streak. It was ridiculous. And the thing is, it wasn't a 4-day losing streak. It was a 3-day. I lost twice on the 3rd day because I would break my rule. The one time I didn't do that, I got a payout from that account. So yeah, I like kept my faith, and eventually you just change. Like, it just happens because you're like making yourself that person who has what you want. You're believing that you're that person. So when my friend, not my friend, but this dude I'm cool with, he asked me that, and what made me different was I never failed. Yeah, I lost trades. Yeah, I lost accounts, but I never failed. And I just remembered this TikTok while I'm talking. This girl says, until you die, failure is all within here. It's all mental. This is nothing that happens is failure. You losing all of your money. You could be negative $1 billion. You have not failed yet. You did not fail to be positive $1 billion yet. You only fail once you quit or once you die. And that's simply how it is. So never quit. You can do it. I promise you, you can do it. And this is for me too. No matter what happens this month, tomorrow, any day, in the end, I am the person that I vision. When I go to sleep, I am that person that I see myself being, my ideal person. When I journal it, I am that person. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. I'm content when I'm on the chart. And I'm good at it. I'm good at what I do. I make millions. That's who I am. And that's who you are too, if you truly believe it. You are what you believe. I truly believe in that. So change your belief system. Stick to it. Never quit. I'll never respect anybody who gives up, who loses hope in themselves. I'll never respect anybody that does that. I'd respect a 300-pound dude on life support because they can't stick to a diet who achieved everything they wanted in their life. I would respect that person, even though they can't control that diet. They didn't really care about that. They didn't care about their weight. They didn't care about none of that. All they cared about was becoming this individual who came so far in life. And that's all I care about. That someone never gives up on what they love. Someone never chooses comfort over growth. That's like the most important killer. I didn't watch TV today because I was just being productive the whole day. And I've been like this every day. Even yesterday with 4 hours of sleep, I felt like shit and I still tried being as productive as I can. Maybe I'll go out for dinner, maybe I'll hang out with my friends. And I lost sleep hanging out with my friends, but I still woke up early because time is so valuable to me. What I do with my time, what I achieve is so valuable to me. Anyways, that's a whole different topic. All I could say, no matter how bad things feel at the moment, no matter how far you feel, I'm gonna restart that. All I'm gonna say is, no matter how bad things are right now, and no matter how far you feel you are from your goals, I promise you, if you just stick to it, if you just go even harder and harder and harder, and you keep moving towards your goal, and you keep making yourself the person who has everything you want, it will come true. And you will quickly make lots of progress and quickly move towards it. Or you're not moving towards it, it's moving towards you. You're attracting it. That's the whole point of the law of attraction. Anyways, so I can't breathe because I'm talking so fast. Anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go. This is like literal raw. I recorded this shit raw. Yeah. Catch y'all.